A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this collective reading session where I have a message for everyone. And for those who resonate with this message, especially whosoever I'm talking to, the message is, first of all, this is a bit of an intense message, or you can say there's a sense of heaviness in it, there's a sense of pain in it, regret in it. So basically, it's connecting me to someone who is staying away from you because they now realize that you were right or you are right and they were wrong, which means that there is some kind of a regret that they feel. Also, they are embarrassed. And a lot of you must realize that embarrassment is also a heavy feeling because it's connected with shame. So there is this feeling of shame and guilt, and these are very low frequency feelings. If you look at these feelings, the placement of these feelings in the emotional frequency vibration chart, you will see that they are literally placed the lowest with the lowest score. That's because they are the feelings that connect people to the hell dimension. In the hell dimension, no matter how successful or popular or whatever these people are, they are internally experiencing shame and guilt in some connotation or the other. Now, I'm being shown this person who is still in their ego. Had this person not been in the ego state, they would have actually accepted this. And they would have used it. They could have used it to connect back with you and to be in a zone where there is harmony. Or it could also be possible that they are mirroring a certain emotion because they are mirroring the person who was right, yet maybe the person who was right still has not, forgiven or still has not accepted the other person's behavior, which was very toxic or which was very sort of rejecting everything they were saying, declining everything they were saying, being like, no, I don't agree with you, you're not right, you're wrong. And in the heat of the moment, maybe they said certain mean things and they displayed some mean action, some mean reaction because they were so closed at that point in time to the truth. They did not want to accept the truth, and it could be one or two things or it could be many things, but that person acted like as if they are the one who got done with it. They are the ones who had enough. They are the ones who were like, oh my god, I can't take this thing anymore, you keep saying the same thing, this is not how it is, you don't know anything, you're not right about this, blah blah blah. So their own emotional reaction was so strong at that point in time that first and foremost, they went through a phase where they were missing the whole energy, the presence that you both had together. They were more like, oh my god, I wish I hadn't been so angry. I wish I hadn't been so closed and so annoyed. So that itself took them a while to figure it out, that, they really miss you. And they lost a diamond because they were looking for something else. Technically, they were also looking for the best, purest form of diamond, but they thought that all shiny objects, whatever glitters or whatever shines is, any shiny object is a diamond, or whatever glitters is gold. But with time, they figured it out that no, this is not the case. However, it's literally like they can't catch up with you. In this channeling, everything is not completely black and white. I'm not being shown that the other person is a bad person, because it happens in many channeling sessions and especially in personal sessions, because there we are directly focusing on one single person and whatever is happening in the universe. So at that point in time, it gives a very clear picture whether the other person is actually evil or they're negative, they're false, or they're just playing around, they're karmic or this and that. And even if it's the opposite of it, even if it's more like, no, that person is not so bad, but there are other influences around them which makes them a weak person. So they may be a weak person, they may be emotionally weak and not able to take the decisions, but they are not really technically bad. It's like that person is easily, manipulated, and it's very few things, very small things can get them manipulated, like just stupid romantic shit can also manipulate them sometimes, that the karmics do or show. But in this session, I'm being shown that this is a gray area. This is not completely black and white, because whatever this person is going through, it is pre-written, it is predestined that they will go through a certain period of shame and guilt. Why? Because you also went through that period of shame and guilt. And the funny part is that you were feeling shameful and guilty for doing the right things, even though you were speaking the truth. But it's like, after some time passed by, or you were going through separation. So I told you there are different phases of separation, and then one fine day you're completely out of it. One fine day you're suddenly feeling very high, and you're suddenly into blended energies, because that time, it's like people do time, right? So it's almost like doing time, that okay, for 2 years, 1 year, this person has to go through this consistent feeling of guilt and shame in some degree or other. Maybe on some day it's only 10%, on some day it's like really like 40-50%, or some day it's a lot and they cannot bear it. Like, I can't believe that I only did this to myself. Like, I only lost this person because I was not willing to listen to them. And whatever situations they went through, with time, they started thinking more and more fondly of you. They started thinking more and more respectfully, and they were like almost amazed that, oh my God, didn't this person, didn't he or she tell me about this? Like, didn't he or she? And I was finding it funny. And I was like, wow, this person's got some confidence level. Like, this person's got some guts, to be so wrong and still be so confident. Turns out that after some time has passed by, they realize that, oh my God, I was the person who was wrong and still being so confident. Oh my God, I lost such a good person. So they have to go through that feeling of loss, that feeling of shame and guilt, because even they were not wrong in their judgment completely, because it was not personal. It was more like that's all they knew, or that's what they knew. From their logical, analytical, or programming-based upbringing, or all the other materialistic things have to also contribute. When they met you, they were really like amazed at what's happening. And I don't think this type of person can ever forget you. This person can never forget you. They think about you on and off constantly. But the way they used to think about you earlier was full of anger, frustration, like, oh my God, I wasted my time. This person was so annoying, blah, blah, blah. And with time and experiences, a little bit of age, little bit of, life's experiences that teach us so deeply, epiphanies, realizations, maybe losing some people around, or maybe going through some collective problem, they were like, you know what, I was wrong. But it takes time and evidence. So I'm being shown that they have been going through evidence. So when I say the word evidence, what do I mean? Evidence is literally like some kind of a proof which is thrown at a person by universe in very like mysterious ways, or maybe it's also upfront. But it's the first evidence when they start changing a bit. And second evidence onwards, or third, fourth, fifth, and there are bigger evidences, solid evidences. Maybe there are certain evidences which have got nothing to do with this person, and it's completely like different story, but the feeling, the connection, everything else matches so deeply, so well, that this person is like, wow, I mean, I experienced something which was so pure, so real, but I did not have the capacity, or you can say I did not personally, this person feels that they were not well equipped at that point in time to understand what was happening. So with time, the feelings are shifting, And finally, now they are taking the blame upon themselves. Like, yes, I could have also acted better. I could have acted a bit differently in this situation. I could have been a much nicer person, more accepting, more kind, or just a bit more open. Maybe if they were sharing some things with me, like articles or some videos, something, I would have just taken a look at it, or I should have just gone through it before calling them out, or before just, misunderstanding the whole thing. Because, life is a teacher. Life is the best teacher. The situations in our life, they happen in such a way, especially in the twin flame journey, even for the matrix twin flames, because see, matrix twin flames simply mirror a lot of emotions that they had thrown at the other person. They get it back, or they experience it back, and then they realize that, okay, I should not have done this, or I should not have done that. But it's not to paint them in a bad color. It's not to paint them completely dark. And that's why I said this channeling is not black and white. It's a gray area channeling, because I'm not being shown that the other person's intention were also bad. I'm being shown that they did feel love. And now this is not the type of channeling which is going to tell you to remain stuck in your past, not move on from it, not live your life, be in waiting energies. No. This channeling's intention for all of you people coming from the higher beings is to let you know that whatever is written, whatever is predestined, this is the number one lesson for you, is going to happen no matter what. There was a time when you were crying, you were in pain, you were going through dark night, but it was written. It had to happen. Similarly, there's a time when the other person has to go through the dark night. They have to feel all those emotions. It is written. But you people are very much protected. You people are very much guided, because there could be some people whose lesson here is not ascension, whose lesson here is maybe some kind of karmic entanglement for the rest of their life. That's not a good place to be in. So you're very lucky to be actually going through experiences which enhance your experience on planet Earth, overall experience. So you are going through bits of experiences which combine into a bigger experience of what happens when you're a human being on planet Earth. So this person is sort of not able to face you, not able to look into your eyes or speak with you one-on-one, is because they got some stuff in the closet, they got something hidden which they need to work on, which they do realize that they need to work on, but it's taken them a while to figure it out. It's taken them a couple of lessons, life lessons, to know that you were indeed the brightest star in the night sky. This is where I close the channeling session. Thank you so much for being here with me. For your personal situations, please check out the description box. Kindly do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me. I will see you soon in another one. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.